Timmy, you've been a good rock. I like you, but you're diseased and I have to, like, get rid of you, so goodbye. I'm going to miss you. Grimjahk here, being silly, as usual. And welcome back. I am continuing on from where I was before. We are starting the full automation of the factory and harvesting up a few monsters. I still haven't gotten any more magic gear yet, but I haven't really been focused too heavily on that yet. Mostly I've been focused on getting my sorting barrels all set up, getting some facades up in place, keeping fuel in my magmatic dynamo so it can keep grinding up cobblestone and gravel and sand, and I can keep my sieve producing materials and my auto packager making stuff for me to throw in the smeltery. Now, putting an auto packager next to your sieve results will do things like putting together broken or glowstone dust into glowstone. Something that you should know is the compacting drawer not only will take a stack of, let's use Invar as a prime example, will take a stack of Invar and convert it to, if you look in the Wela up top, Invar blocks, Invar ingots, or if you start taking nuggets, it'll even give you a full breakdown of nuggets. But I am going to grab all of that and put that in and take that out. I want stack of ingots again. Put those away. I can take those 3 glowstone, put them in there, and take out the dust. So this is a way that you can convert raw materials back into subsets. Matter of fact, I have not tried and see if, nope, it doesn't recognize planks as being a subset, so that won't do it. But as you saw, I was able to convert those glowstone back. I have started to map out how I want to lay out my factory. So there's going to be pulverizers, there's going to be all of the output is going to come out this way. I'm going to have a single pulverizer here that will spit out just, as a matter of fact, you know what I can do is I've already got the pulverizers. I'll just go ahead and put them in place right now while I'm talking through what they will be doing. Provided I still have my pickaxe, which I do. Okay, so I will be putting 1 pulverizer here, and that one will be exporting. Does this? Yeah, I'm gonna have to reset all of my configurations. Either that or I can. Yeah, this one goes. I actually configured them all once, and because of where it sat, I didn't like where I'd put them originally, so I'm moving them around a little bit as part of my far-reaching grand design and intent to take over the world, which really doesn't mean much because I'm already the only one in this world. Sigh. Okay, so and you know what? I'm going to end up just reconfiguring all of these anyhow, so it doesn't really matter how I do it. So another plan goes silly. Okay, so let's just go ahead and put these down. I'll reconfigure them and you'll understand in a moment. But what I am doing is the pulverizers, which will be fed from a transfer node down below, which I think I showed you in the last episode, will be producing. Okay, you come in here, do that. Shift left click on the center clears it completely. I want orange out the top, and that's all that matters. The material will come in the bottom. or the material or power will come in the bottom. The stone will come in the back. And then here, let's go ahead and clear that. We're going to go with yellow up the top and red out the back. And I'll figure, wait a second. That was going in there. That was coming in the back. Okay, so yeah, the cobblestone will be coming in the back. And cobblestone will come in the back. Sand, which will be the secondary material, will go out the top. The primary material, gravel, will go out the right. Then gravel will come in the left, and both sand and dust will come out the top. Here we have sand. Wow, I put everything else in the right place. We have cobblestone coming in. Nope, I got it wrong. Cobblestone coming in the back, and we will have the sand going out the top and the gravel going out the right. Here we will have gravel coming in the left. We will have dust going out the top, and we will have sand going out the right. Here we will have sand coming in the left and everything going out the top. And that's pretty much it. So if I look at the back, I should see exactly 3 blue squares. 1, 2, 3. Good. So my stone will come in here, and power will come in the bottom. And I will have power coming in the bottom. La, 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 la. I will have power coming in the bottom on all of them. I'm just trying to decide how I want to make it look pretty. So if I'm going to make it look pretty, I'm going to have to do some more tricks with micro blocks. But that's not necessarily a problem. But what will happen is all of those materials will come out, and since there's only one place for them to go, they will automatically end up in the correct barrels. Now, these barrels will then feed out into my sieves, which will line up over here. I will have one sieve for gravel, one sieve for sand, and one sieve for dust. All of those will output directly to here. Then what I will have is the next to this chest, which I wonder, I don't think I can turn the chest with this, can I? Nope, can't turn it. Okay, so I'll deal with that later. I will have the auto packager, like I have here, outputting to here, and then I will have a backfeed like I did on my previous walkthrough of, or on the walkthrough of my previous world. I have a backfeed that will take any sand or gravel and send them to a hammer, which I haven't produced yet. Then I will have it reassemble them, and if it's dust, it will send it off to a smeltery downstairs. I will run the smeltery downstairs, and this right here will be a bank of the compression drawers that I have already put one of there. That's only there for demonstration purposes, but there will be 16 compression drawers here. This will be the doorway, and it will have a roof and some other stuff, and my goal is to have it look like a factory, or at least what people have come to associate with factories, at least in the United States. And I have carrots. Now, one thing that I started to mention last session was soybeans. I started saying, hey, soybeans are awesome. You can do beef Wellington. And then I went, hey, not everybody gets soybeans early in the game. Well, you do, actually, all things being relative. Early in the game can be clarified by emeralds. So I know that I need 3 emeralds for what I'm about to do. You need 1 emerald to create a market. Now, why is this in limbo already. Oh, it just didn't pick them up. And why is it not harvesting? Oh, yeah, maybe that's it. So come over here, do this, take that. Why are you not working? It should be working. You gonna work? Suddenly it's not working. Okay, well, let's do this. I'm gonna break. I'm gonna restart the game and see if that fixes it. Hold on one moment. And I'm back. And let's see if that is doing anything. You know what? Let's try. Okay, this is bizarre. It is not working at all. Is it that axe? It's not. Interesting. I don't know what's causing that. It is not behaving. I do need to fix that. Might as well do that while I'm here and mumbling endlessly. Let's get all right, I am slightly perturbed with the lack of the stone chopper working, so I am going to take and get rid of materials, rid of materials, rid of materials. How much am I still carrying on me? Way too much junk. Okay. Let's put those away. Dump this. Put my soybeans down here. Actually, throw the soybeans in here. What I was going to say is soybeans are not out of your reach. There is a block in the game called the market. And that market is created with 8 planks and an emerald. So let's go ahead and do that. I've never worked with this particular piece of material before. Okay. I've never worked with this block before. But that block... What? What am I missing? Oh, wool. So planks and wool. Planks and wool. Okay, so I need 4 wool. And let's do that and that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rid of that, and it is just like that. Now I have a market. Okay, so let's take my market. Little piggy, go to market. And let's put it right here just because it'll be out of the way and useful. And okay, so you can dig through and buy specific seeds with the market. This includes trees, which will, like the olive tree, to making the vegetarian pizza. That is the absolute most common requested clarification. Peanuts, pineapple, radish, rice, rutabaga, rye, scallion, soybean. Okay, so there you go. Soybean. You only need 1 emerald to get a soybean. So you need 2 emeralds in total, and then you are in possession of soybeans, which means that I can actually potentially move forward with showing off Beef Wellington because it is within your reach once you get 2 emeralds. So far, that is the first emerald I have used. So the fact that I've got 16 of them still means that it's not super critical. I've used far more diamonds than I have of emeralds, and this is still bothering me. Why is this not functioning? Okay, I am going to pull it up. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to dig it up. And I'm going to put it back. And maybe that will solve the problem. 13 and fuel and that and that. And it works. Okay. So whatever it was, uprooting it and planting it back down, it now works. So yes, that was, yay, an experiment that worked. Okay, so that having been said and sillified, I just created a new word. I got silly. I now need to take my secondary, there we go, and I'm going to have power coming in down below. Yes. And I have my, that's item ducts. I don't need any more item ducts. Another monster tree! And the trend continues. And I need to get rid of the carrots and my sugarcane. And I should have some leadstone flux duct. I don't think I have enough, but I think I was painfully low on redstone before. It's been a little while since I looked, so that helps. I'm going to build myself some cheap scaffolding by shift, jump, place it. Oops, nope. Shift, jump, there we go. All right, now let's do, whoops, you cannot beam walk on shift does not work to keep you from stepping off of flux duct. So just don't do it over the void and you should be okay. Or not. One more. If I fall into the void, I expect to be laughed at and ridiculed. All right, so at this point, I'm going to take this. I'm going to put that there. I'll take all of this down later because it's just not attractive. All right. And I do not have enough flux duct. That's painfully obvious at this point. All right, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, lots, many. Okay, so we have that, we have that, we have that. Let's go make some more flux duct. Flux ducky. Leadstone flux duct. Lead glass. I am not going to run anything fancy on speed enhancements at this point. So this is always a consideration when you are doing runs like this, layouts, plans, etc. You want to make sure that you have exactly what it is that you want long-term already in mind, because if you don't, then you may end up struggling with stuff after the fact. You don't have to know. I mean, it's just if you keep it in mind, it makes life just that much easier. I think I got that right. Nope, wrong way around. There we go. So there's 18 more. Let's go put that back in place. Geronimo! And here we go. Okay. Boom, boom. I wonder if I can, just because it looks kind of cool, can I make that? Yeah, I can make that one go away. Except it really doesn't matter over here. Yeah. Whoop. Not what I wanted. Don't hold shift when you hit that one and it won't fall down. Okay, so now I should be getting, I am getting power into these guys at a high rate, and everybody should be lighting up because it's pulling in power. So these generate 120 RF a tick. These consume 40. So I have 2 generating 120, so that's 240. I have 6 consuming 40, that is 240. And all is good with the universe. And so now I can come back over here, collect everything. That is now a full lava drum. I am tempted to just grab another one, except I've got my leadstone energy cell. I'm going to have one more set of power coming up over here, which is specific to the sieves. And I need to eat some food. And that's a different big tree. Alrighty then. Like I said, it's amazing how many oversized trees I get when I'm recording for YouTube or working on a series for YouTube. Even when I was, I mean, unless Jaded through this adjusted that spawn rate in the pack, which is always a possibility, but it's not like Jaded to do something benevolent. And I think she relishes the fact that everyone believes that she is not in this for her benevolence. Here we go. Let's throw a little more lava in over here because reasons. All right, now let's do this. I do not have my all right, so I grabbed a whole bunch of cobblestone. I'm going to throw stack and whoops, and throw a stack in here. So we'll start seeing cobble and sand. We'll start seeing cobble. And I do not have any other gravel on my personage. So we will continue to see materials go through here, over there, and into the back. Oh yeah, I ran it into the back. So the materials will go in the back. And then I came out the top so that I can run over to sieves here. I want to put the sieves up high and use a filter, retrieval node. I think I'm going to use a retrieval that will then pull the materials that you need for the sieve and pull it directly into the sieve. I'm not going to use hoppers like I did before because I'm already going to have the pipes running. And I think I still have, I need to make more item ducts. So we now have this stuff generating material at a reasonable rate. By the time I actually get to having 3 sieves all in place up here, the backlog of material is going to be pretty solid. My only concern, and yes, I made 6 pulverizers, even though I have 1 here. There is always a good reason to have an extra pulverizer handy. You'll want it for coal, you'll want it for, which reminds me right now, while this is doing this, I am going to pull my dust, my sand, some of my gravel. Oh, that's right. Dump that, and that, and that, and that, and those. Now let's go get the gravel that I spit all over the ground and throw that in here as well. Coal. I already know that I have plenty of coal. There should be at least a stack. I'm going to grab a stack of that coal and I'm going to run it through my pulverizer because I know that I'm going to need pyrotheum soon. In order to get pyrotheum, I need pulverized coal, I need sulfur, I need blaze powder, which is over there, and I need more redstone. So I'm currently working on, it went through a bunch of dust, but I still don't have enough, as you can see. I'm still struggling. Let's see what my material says over here. Now I did set the auto pack. You're not helping. Stop that. I did set the auto packager to, I am, all right, you need to have an empty hand. There we go. I do have it set to 2x2 only, so it will compress glowstone, but it will not compress redstone because redstone is a 3x3. It will not compress coal because coal is a 3x3. So all it's doing right now is a quick breakdown of those materials. Copper I can throw directly into the smeltery right now because I'm going to have so much of it I don't need any extra. So that can go and cook and be well, and I have plenty of lava in there. And you're still running, good. And let's see, I have plenty of extra. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to focus on my item ducts. I like the clear item ducts, which means that I have to have, oh really? All right, good. I have to, in order to have clear item ducts, I have to have obsidian. So I do my typical little obsidian thing. I still haven't bothered picking up this barrel. The one thing that, yeah, don't put the obsidian back in the barrel. The one thing that will happen is if I have a rainstorm, even though this is an open barrel and it's under a cover of water, it will still fill with water. So what I do at that point is I just take a piece of dust, throw it in there, and immediately get clay, and that dries it all up. I don't have to chase it with a bucket. I don't need to clear out anything else along those lines. So let's go with item duct. Itmem. Item duct. And I like the clear ones because I like watching stuff flow through. So I need hardened glass, which is accomplished with a block of obsidian like I have here. I'm not going to bother grinding it down, and pouring over a half of an ingot of molten lead. So 2 ingots of lead and 2 and 4 obsidian give me lots of item ducts. And that makes me a happy camper. Now I need to, when I do that, oh, poo. I now have, oh, okay. So this is what I was talking about before. This is the same type of problem you have when you accidentally mix copper in, you get a partial pour. In this particular case, I can throw in 2 more lead. I'm going to turn this off. I can throw in 2 more lead, and Oh, I don't need to put in 2 more lead. I can just do that. It will finish it. I grab that, and so this was a relatively painless mistake. The gear itself will melt down again, so I can throw this back in, and just like that, you'll see that it'll melt down again. I have bronze because all of that material that I remember when I threw all in, I threw in the copper and I had some other stuff, but fortunately, I have even ingots right now in copper and bronze and my aluminum brass. I don't know if that's even ingots. So I want everything except the aluminum brass to pour out, and we will see what I end up with at the end. So having some bronze is always a good idea. Having some aluminum brass is always a good idea. I now have more than I will ever need, I think. But yeah, because I had left the gear cast in and I derped, that's why it did a partial pour rather than dumping 2 lead ingots and spitting them out. It just dumped 2 in there and sat there and waited. And since lead never made it back to the bottom, it wasn't going to finish up that gear. So math is not my strong suit. We'll see how it goes with the molten brass aluminum. So 144. Oh, that hurts. I'm not even going to try and do the math in my head. I'm just going to let it all go away. And hopefully it comes out in even. If it doesn't, oh well. Whoops. I'm going to need that lead. Stop with the lead. I'm going to need 1 more lead. I'm going to need 2 lead to go over these obsidians. So I want the lead to be last. You know, I think that is an even number. We'll see. We'll see. 720. 576. 432. Nope. 288. Yep. I told you. Math on the fly is not a strength for me. All right. So let's go ahead and... How we doing? How we doing? Let's get rid of my Invar. As soon as the Invar is gone and it starts doing the bronze, I'll interrupt it. Come on. You're getting there. You're getting there. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so 1 more pour of Invar and I can interrupt this. There we go. Interrupt it. Grab my basin. Grab that. Pop it. It falls into there. Do that. Set it to lead. Do a pour again. So it's half an ingot of lead poured over an obsidian gives you hardened glass. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that, Grimjahk. Nice try. So I can't undo that. But what I can do, you know what? Lead is not that big a deal. So I am going to... Oh, foo. We'll just kill it. All right. So let's do... I need 1, 2. I'm going to end up doing it again, I'm relatively sure. And let's do 1, 2. And I have my hardened glass. What you can do is you can take some fluiduct, take this off, put a servo on it on this side and pump it back into the tank via the drain, basically backfilling it in. That is a very common practice and an easy way to solve that particular challenge. And rather than do another partial pour, I'm just going to go ahead and get 1 more obsidian. So I end up with 5 hardened glass rather than the 4 that I started with. I only need 4 for my current needs with the item ducts, but this will get me where I want to be. Do that. And one more time. Now, another thing that you can do, except for with the fact that the clock is turned off, means that it's possible, is you can put a hopper here with the obsidian, and it will continue to feed an obsidian in every single time the hardened glass drops out. So eventually I will have a small stack of obsidian, and I will need a large stack of hardened glass, and that will be the method I use when this clock is on. Oh, that's okay. In this particular case, I can get away with it because there is more than enough bronze to make a single ingot or a single block of bronze. Get rid of that. Pull out the table. I am just full of derp today. Just full of derp. And now we turn that back on and it will dump the rest of the bronze. So 12 ingots to go. Let's see. I have extra solar panels. I have item ducts to make. Item ducts. I need tin, and tin is back over here, and it's tin around. So let's go with, let's grab those because those were an accidental pour as well at one point. All right, and let's make my item ducts. And you will definitely use 30 item ducts in the course of time. And let's go finish up what I have in mind over here. Part of the challenge, I still haven't made them, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a quick break. I've already been talking your ear off. So let's go ahead and, is that where I want them? I want them here. Or did I want them one further? Well, I'll figure it out. I'm going to take a quick break, and oh wow, this is already 37 minutes. I talked through way too much stuff. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. I'm going to get my automatic sieves in place. I'm going to do some piping, and I'll show it off on the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Greatly appreciate you taking the time to just hang out with me and watch me derp. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and goodbye.